So yeah, as the whole title and stuff says, I'm officially back. Let me catch you guys up. For the last 3 months, I've been traveling abroad. I spent a month in LA, then flew to Arizona to compete in the US National Yo-Yo Contest. I placed second. I then spent 2 months in New York City, a few days in Korea, a week in Singapore, and today, finally, I'm traveling back home to Sydney, Australia. Alright, I'm officially back in Sydney. That's a new jacket of yours?
Yep, we went on a spending spree.
Oh, I'm officially back in Sydney. Today's a Monday, it's a work day, got a lot to do. Headed back to the apartment, very ready to get back to work. Alright, it's been quite a while since I've driven. Whoa. Woo! We're back! Look at all of these new yo-yos. Everything is back, just as I left it. Oh! Okay, showered, shaved, let's get into this. So I've been traveling abroad for like 3 months, living out of a suitcase, and I have to say, it's pretty nice to be back. And the last country that I traveled to was, well, Singapore. Now, while I was there, I kind of made it a loose priority to learn a bunch of new yo-yo tricks. For example, Thor here taught me this inverted zoning trick that I haven't quite really gotten the hang of yet. Xavier taught me this neck trick that is pretty terrifying if you land it properly. Marcus taught me some of this old school over the head combo. And it was really nice to just expand my trick set and learn a bunch of new yo-yo tricks. Now, over the last few years, I have stagnated and improved as a yo-yo player, and the periods of stagnation are normally marked with just not learning or making any new yo-yo tricks. Now, to be honest, my biggest weakness as a yo-yo player is that I'm really bad at learning new yo-yo tricks. I'm really slow at like understanding new and unfamiliar concepts. And even when I fully understand what the concept is, it takes me like a ridiculous amount of time to land it. So to address this weakness for the next 30 days, I'm gonna learn a new yo-yo trick every single day for 30 days and document my journey. So that means, yes, we're bringing back the daily vlogs for 30 days. This is gonna be tough. Now, for me, the most difficult part about learning a yo-yo trick is that I take a ridiculous amount of time to understand the new concept. So for this challenge, there are a few rules that I've put in place just to make sure that it's productive for me. Rule number 1, it has to contain at least one new string hit or element inside the trick. It can't just be a remix of familiar elements that I already know. That kind of defeats the purpose. Rule number 2, I don't have to land the combo perfectly. I just need to execute all of the string hits. So for instance, let's say I'm like learning black hops. Perfect execution is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I understand it, I can fully execute it. That's unrealistic to do in the span of a day. Maybe some other players can do it, I can't do it. Now let's say I'm learning black hops. If I do something like, okay, 1, 2, miss, 3, 4, 4, and then I can't hit it with that one throw, and then I go back to this, and I go 5, 6, 7, 8. I understand the motion of black hops, I can't get it consistent, but that counts. That may kind of sound like cheating, but trust me, I'm really slow at learning yo-yo tricks. Just understanding something is a total win for me. Because for me, my problem is I don't really have the issue of hating grinding the same trick over and over and over again. I actually like that. The repetitiveness, the strain that it puts on your fingers, the sweat that you have to endure. I enjoy that. What is inherently painful for me is going through confusion and not understanding how the strings form, how they are supposed to form, and battling through that sense of like, oh my God, I am so bad at this. And like, that's the hard part. So if I get through that part every single day, that counts as a win. All right, so with the rules set in place, let's stop the talking, let's actually get into this. This is the trick for today. Okay, now at first glance, this trick doesn't look too bad, and I know some of the elements already. So this part, got it. That part, I understand. Don't really have that trick consistent, but I'm familiar with those two elements. Everything that comes afterwards is unfamiliar. So he seems to kind of do something like that, I believe. Oh, what the heck? Actually, that's not too bad. I can get that. All right, we're subbing in the outlier tree right now because this is a big boy trick. Even though this yo-yo trick looks simplistic, it took me a while to figure out how the different mounts transition to one another. I think the last part is something like, oh, and then, oh. Was that it? Was that the last part? Okay, that is officially 1 hour of trying to figure out that trick. I think I understand it, like 95% understand it. Pretty long way from hitting it altogether though. All right, I'm gonna eat something. We're eating lunch right now. I've decided to dedicate 100% of my yo-yo time to learning new yo-yo tricks. I think this is something I need to do because I'm just so bad at it. All right, it's 1, 2. I hate that hop so much. Okay, I'm not gonna land this in one take. I'm gonna try to do 2 throws, get all of the elements sequenced together. I'm counting this. All right. 1, oh, 2. Okay, all right. Hold that thought. 2. From here, it kind of just goes into that, and it shoots back out, cross, boom! I understand it. I would not be able to land that to save my life. Gonna have to grind that for like 57 hours. Akitoshi, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for butchering your trick. It's the absolute best I could do. That is one trick done, and that is the end of today's vlog.